What's up, guys? This is Bulva the Fell-Handed, and today we are in an IS-3. We are on Erlenburg, winter, an encounter battle. The greens have taken the northwest spawn, and the reds have taken the southeast spawn. Now, there are two main schools of thought in this particular map. You go left flank, as we are doing, and you kind of do an end run around the red's right flank and push there, or you go straight right flank and go just run the 1 and 2 line, and there's normally a large encounter around J2, J3, and it's a pretty decent fisticuffs. And the downside of that is if you pull out around the castle too far, the guys down there at the spawn, it's say J6, K6, are going to get rounds on you because the guys who pushed up too far on their team are going to be spotting you. So those are your two main options. And of course the same thing more or less can be said for the left hand flank. Now, mid isn't really too much of an option, although on Blizzard it may be a viable option. And the reason is, guys, is if this were a non-Blizzard Erlenburg game, you would be receiving rounds from the reds on the hill there at E9. So just keep that in mind, that yes, Blizzard, pushing the mid, the cap, is a very viable option. Other than that, I would say no, because in regards to the mid, every time you stick your head out, you would be taking rounds from the guys on the hill opposite you. So just something to consider, because you have to understand when you're playing these higher tier tanks and you're in a high tier lobby, what I consider high tier lobbies 8 and up, it's chess, it's not checkers, if that makes sense. It's knowing or attempting to know where every single piece on the board is going to be. Obviously you already know where the greens are, but the reds are the one that's the mystery. In showing you how to operate these boards, showing you these map tactics, these strategies, you're going to have a better understanding what tanks need to go where your reds are going to be. So with this knowledge, you're going to be able to predict the probability of a given tank being at a given location. And that's what it all boils down to, is knowing who is where. Obviously your TDs are going to camp, they're going to be in the back of whatever's going on. You know, your mediums are going to be flanking, your heavies are going to be pushing. And of course, this is all subject to change at a moment's notice. So moving on, we are starting to get into some combat. We take a shot right there and remove that gentleman from the board. We take a round on our way in. It only tracks us. Fantastic news. Now, we are starting to back up here as we want to try to maintain our hull down. We are not hull down at this point, but we do manage to put a good round into the side of the prot, as well as get some good assisted damage. We go ahead and remove that gentleman from the game. Now, we do have some forces over here, so we're not exactly by our lonesome, even though our platoon mate went out rather early in the game, kind of leaving us over here to, you know, be over here by ourselves. We put a round in the track of this guy right here, and normally that would be just assisted damage left and right if you track someone in a very exposed position like that, but he went ahead and burned his repair kit. A very wise decision made by the red here. But that's okay, you know, they all can't be potatoes, and a strong enemy makes you that much stronger. Moving on, we're going to roll up the hill here and see if we can't get some shots in on this guy. He's getting a little froggy. It's just, there's no depression on these tanks. We have to go up that much more in order to make a shot. We go ahead and connect with a good one in the side, and he is just full throttle, doesn't know what's going on. He's got multiple tanks on him. We make a clutch shot there. It does not connect, and right now things are just full bore. We're trying to outpace the turret, and it's working in our favor so far. We go ahead and remove him off the board and are loading the gun, trying to get rid of this pesky guy. And now we're the ones that the turret is trying to outpace the enemy, and we made it happen. So that was quite a little scuffle, and if you look, aside from the guys at our right hand side, there wasn't really a whole lot of support going on in our favor. And guys, that's par for the course. I'm afraid to say you can't trust the greens, but you can trust the greens to beat greens, if that makes sense. They will do what benefits them in a given situation, and that doesn't involve normally stepping in to mediate a 1v1 or a 1v2, sadly. But if there's a chance for them to get shots on someone without taking damage themselves per se, then yes, they will jump in and they will become involved. So there is a TD on our left here, our 9 o'clock, as well as another one, and we're just going to try to pull up here and farm a little bit more damage before the game ends. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is the time, guys, you want to try to take some risks and get some damage. We did take a round. We're not totally crazy about that. The rest of the team doesn't really look like they're doing anything more than milling around. And guys, late game like we're at currently is the time to run out there and stack some damage and get some stuff done. So we get taken out by the 152. There's not a whole lot we could do about that. But you know, we got a lot of kills and we had a good game. We stacked a lot of damage. Now guys, if you like this footage, this is from Byzantine Falcon. Make sure to go over to his YouTube channel. Check it out. He's a friend of mine. I'm commenting on some of his videos for him. So, and also guys, if you would like me to comment on your videos, just let me know.